Hello everyone. Today we're going to be learning about the power rule. The power rule is going to let us take the derivative of a power function, something like x to the n power, and it's going to be probably the first way you learn to take the derivative of something that isn't from the huge formula where the limit of h is going to 0 and all that mess. So, first of all, let's take this. F of x equals x to the n power. All the power rule is the derivative of this is going to be n to the x to the n minus 1 power. And later on, you might have to use the chain rule for that, but we'll get to that later. And it's really simple. It's just some simple multiplication. So let's look at some examples. All right. How about 4x to the third power? Well, if we look at this, 3 will be our n. So, first of all, let's keep the x, and it looks like we have n minus 1. So, 3 minus 1 is 2. But we also need to swing that n around to the front and multiply it by 4. So the derivative of 4x to the third is going to be 12x squared. And let me draw this out. 3, swing it down to the front. 3 times 4 times x to the 3 minus 1. 12x squared. That's how you do it. It's really simple. If you have something like x to the 5th, it's just 5x to the 4. It's really easy to get used to and get the hang of, and it's awesome. And you can use it more than once. For example, if I had 4x to the third plus 3x squared plus 10x to the 5th power plus 18x. Just random numbers. Well, the derivative, if we just use the power rule, 12x squared plus 6x, and this is really 6x to the first power, but we don't really write that, plus 50x to the 4th power plus 18. And let's talk about this. So 18x doesn't really, well, it does have a power to the first power. So if we really do our whole power rule, we're going to get 1 times 18 for our leading coefficient times x to the 0 power. So I'll have 18 times 1, because anything to the 0th power that isn't a 0 is going to be 1. So to simplify this, if you have any number to a variable where the power is 1, you just drop the variable. And that's essentially the power rule. It's really simple. See ya.